Good morning. My name is Madam Florence Mirigi, a management lecturer and trainer. I am here today to talk to you, my dear learner, about corporate social responsibility and why it is important in the digital era. Corporate social responsibility, also known as CSR, is one of the most important factors of global competitiveness in the modern world. Therefore, it is imperative for an entrepreneur, small business owner, CEOs, managers, and even employees to understand the effect of corporate social responsibility on the changing global environment. Welcome. First, we begin by defining the term corporate social responsibility. According to United Nations Development Organization, CSR is a management concept whereby companies integrate social and environmental concerns in their business operations and interactions with their stakeholders. CSR is the idea that a business has a responsibility to the society that exists around it. Also, we can say that CSR is a set of practices a business undertake in order to contribute to the society in a positive way. We can also say that CSR refers to strategies that the company implement as part of corporate governance designed to ensure that company's operations are ethical and beneficial for the society. According to one of the management gurus by the name Peter Drucker, he says that social responsibility requires managers to consider whether their actions are likely to promote the public good, to advance the basic belief of the society, to contribute to its stability, strength, and harmony. Therefore, social responsibility refers to the voluntary effort on the part of the business to contribute to the social well-being. The moral idea behind the corporate social responsibility is that the businesses use the resources of the society and therefore they must also give back to the society. CSR is anchored on one of the famous framework that was developed by Archie Carori. Archie Carori developed a framework and a theory that explains how and why organizations should take social responsibility. This particular theory or pyramid highlights the four most important types of responsibilities of organization. They are the economic responsibility at the bottom, the legal responsibility, the ethical responsibility, and the philanthropic responsibility. At the base of the pyramid or this theory, that is where we have the economic responsibility, which can also be referred to as the profit. The foundation is necessary for a company to meet all the laws and the regulations as well as the demand of the shareholders. Remember, the shareholders are interested in the profitability of the company so that in return they can be able to get their dividends. Then after that, the company can now take its philanthropic responsibilities or other discretionary responsibilities that may come by. The profitability and the compliance with the law are the most important conditions for corporate social responsibility. Then after that, the company now can take over the ethical responsibilities. Why is this particular pyramid, that is the Carori's pyramid, why is it relevant today? We can argue and say 30 years after the pyramid was developed, it is as important as ever. The design is still regularly quoted, it is changed, it is discussed, it is even criticized by business leaders, politicians, scholars, and some social pundits. But in order to understand it, of course we have to go beyond and debate and focus more on the practical applications of corporate social responsibility in this particular period of digitalization. Therefore, we can argue and say that this particular pyramid will continue to exist because the methods explained in it are understood by all organizations, and therefore they can be used to reach at the top of the pyramid even by the modern organizations. Next, we discuss the main areas of social responsibility. Number 1, it is environmental responsibility. This is a belief that organizations should behave in an environmentally friendly way as possible. Companies that seek to embrace environmental responsibility can do so by reducing the harmful practices, e.g. pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, the use of single-use plastics, etc. Also, they can regulate energy consumptions, and they can offset negative environmental impact by planting trees, funding research, donating to related causes, and so on. The second area or type of responsibility is the ethical responsibility. The ethical responsibility is concerned with ensuring that an organization is operating in an fair and ethical manner. Organizations that embrace the ethical responsibility aim to practice ethical behavior through fair treatment of all the stakeholders, including the leaders, the investors, the employees, the suppliers. You can name others. You can give an example. A business that might seem to own higher minimum wage, if the one mandated by the state or by any government does not constitute a fair wage, then such a company may introduce fair wages to the employees so that at least they can be able to live a decent life. The third type of or area of social responsibility, it is the philanthropic responsibility. The philanthropic refers to a business aim to actively make the world and the society a better place. With the philanthropic responsibility, it is a type of responsibility that dedicate a portion of their earning to serve the society. This may be donations that are given to charity, the donations that are given to even church organizations, or the other donations that help the society in one way or the other. The fourth main area of social responsibility, it is the economic responsibility. This is the practice of a firm backing of all its financial decisions in its commitment to do good. The end of economic responsibility isn't just to maximize the profit, but also to make sure that the business operations positively impact the environment, the people, and the society, as well as the shareholders benefit from the business. Next, we discuss the need for social responsibility. The need for social responsibility is not just a passing trend. It is a fundamental shift in how businesses operate and interact with the world. Therefore, embracing CSR is no longer an option, but imperative for companies to thrive in the today's social conscious landscape in digital environment. Therefore, by recognizing their roles as agent of positive agent, the business can foster a more sustainable, equitable, and compassionate world while reaping the long-term benefit of a stronger reputation and a loyal customer base. We need the social responsibility because of the self-interest, meaning a business that is socially responsible will also be in a position to gain some benefit from being socially responsible. We also need a better environment for the business. In this today's cynical age, social responsibility will keep the businesses honest and more stable in the marketplace. We also need corporate social responsibility because of the public image. As a business, we want to take initiatives to solve the problem of the society that will put our business on a positive side, and so we will be able to generate a goodwill, which is an important intangible asset for the business. The other reason why we need to be socially responsible, it is so that we can be able to have the social power. Helping the society is a form of social responsibility, and by doing so, the business is able to gain the social power. Next, we discuss the benefits of corporate social responsibility. CSR can be seen as a public relations effort. However, it goes beyond that. CSR is a boost to a firm's competitiveness. The business benefits from corporate social responsibility are as follows. Number one, the business will be able to gain a strong brand image, recognition, and a reputation. Number two, a business that practices corporate social responsibility will have what we call increased customer loyalty and sales. This business will also be in a position to cut down on the operational cost. A business that is socially responsible will be in a position to retain key and talented employees. The reason is because employees nowadays also want to work for organizations that are committed to practicing CSR. The other benefit that business derive from being socially responsible is easier access to funding. Many investors nowadays are more willing to support a business that practice corporate social responsibility. The other benefit is a reduced regulatory burden. What do we mean? The strong relationship with the regulatory bodies can help to reduce the firm's regulatory burden. Further, being socially responsible is of great importance or benefit to any organization, because this organization will be able to position itself in the global market, which has of late has heightened competition. Further, we discuss the arguments in support of social responsibility. We can start by noting that corporate social responsibility encourages companies to take a triple bottom line approach, considering the impact on people, the planet, and the profit. This shift in mindset has resulted in businesses recognizing the importance of actively contributing to the betterment of the society and the environment. Therefore, the supporters of corporate social responsibility argue and say that the justification for existence and growth of a business can only be identified if this business is socially responsible. The second argument in support of social responsibility is the long-term interest in the firm. A firm is to gain maximum profit in the long run if it has the highest goal as it serves the society. The third argument in support of CSR is avoidance of government regulations. We know that government is the highest authority in a nation. When a government feels that the business is not socially responsible or is creating problems, then the government may limit the business freedom. We are aware that the business and the government, of course, they are inseparable again, and it is the responsibility of the government to regulate the actions of the business. The fourth reason in support of CSR is maintenance of the society. Business is one of the important pillars on which a society survives. Therefore, It is the responsibility of the business to take care of the social needs. Again, the business and the society are inseparable. The other reason why we support corporate social responsibility is availability of resources with the business. The business enterprise, they have huge financial resources, very efficient managers, and therefore they can help in solving the social problems. The other point in support of CSR is converting problems into opportunities. Businesses are risk takers, and the businesses are able to turn the risky situation into the profit, and that can be related to solving the social problems. The other reason why we support CSR is holding business responsible for social problems. What do we mean? The business enterprise are responsible for many problems, e.g. pollution, discrimination, corruption, and therefore it is the duty of this business then to solve the problems created by them. And because business and the society, they coexist, they cannot be separated, therefore it would be ethical if the business take time to also assist the community in dealing with its social problems. Further, we discuss the argument against corporate social responsibility. We can start by saying that there is a fuzzy information in the existing body of knowledge regarding what CSR is. A CSR initiative requires extensive resources and investments from the organization and their shareholders. But of interest in implementing the CSR initiative in the contemporary business world is ever growing. The business leaders cherish the CSR initiatives, and the consumers also expect business organizations to do more for the greater good of the society and the communities. Then again, the shareholders may not appreciate the idea of investing wealth and resources in the CSR initiatives. If the CSR initiative fails to be proven a tool or a strategy to enhance the financial or organizational performance. Therefore, with the above narrative, we can argue and say that the critiques of the corporate social responsibility have a point. So, what are the main arguments against the corporate social responsibility? Number one, violation of maximization of the profit motive. The statement argues that business exists only for maximizing the profit and the business to fulfill the social responsibility of its shareholders. The second point, which criticizes the CSR, is the side effect on the consumer. The customers suffer because of the solving social problems, and taking social care requires huge financial investments. The other point is lack of social skills. Of course, the business managers don't fully understand the social problem, and therefore they cannot solve the social problems effectively. The other critique is on the competitive disadvantage. The critics suggest that companies that prioritize the social responsibility may face a competitive disadvantage compared to those that focus solely on the profit. Again, lack of expertise. We have already agreed that the business managers have business management skills and not the social skills. The other critique is on erosion of accountability. Here, critique express concern that engaging in social responsibility activities may divert the attention from a company's core responsibility and therefore erode the accountability to shareholders. The last critique is on the shareholder primacy. The critique emphasizes the principle of the shareholder supremacy, which holds that business have a fiduciary duty to maximize the shareholders' wealth. Therefore, we can agree that to some extent, corporate social responsibility is not a good thing. But to another extent, corporate social responsibility is a good thing. And that is why now the business ethics come in place. The business ethics will help a manager to come up with the practices which are acceptable and which are good for the society. To conclude our lesson today, I will leave my listeners with one quote that says, "Sustainability is no longer about doing less harm. It is about doing more good." Thank you so much, my dear learners. Till we meet next time, please like and subscribe to this particular YouTube channel so that you can have access to more lessons. God bless you and bye.